Hello, investors. This is Ted Zhang, Associate Portfolio Manager with Revere Asset Management. Today is Friday, August 16th, 4:21 p.m., coming to you from Fort Lauderdale with tonight's Revere Roundup Daily Market Insight video. So, if you listen to the podcast, we quickly went over the state of the market, and that is we're in an uptrend right now. Market leaders, short-term trend, medium-term trend, and long-term trend, all with the bullish green arrow. So what happened today? Today's pretty much a rest day after yesterday's follow-through day against some key levels. And we'll go over those key levels that we're watching. So the 21 over 21 list was up 0.49%. 14 stocks up, 2 sideways, and 5 down. Big 8 was up 0.34%. RGA up 0.15%. S&P up 0.2%. Equal weighted RSP up 0.24%. Qs up 0.13%. QQEW equal weighted up 0.41%. So breadth actually participated more so than the big tech today. The Dow up 0.29%. Mid caps pretty much flat at 0.06%. Russell up 0.26%. Global 60/40 equities bonds up 0.54%, and then GROTECTION was up about 0.22% today. So jumping right into the charts, starting off with S&P 500. 3 days ago, we had a follow-through day, and that got us above the 21 EMA. And then yesterday, we had a follow-through day on a huge gap above 5,500 caused by stronger than expected retail sales. Today, we got the 821 EMA bullish cross, and now we would hope to see full alignment with the 821, 50, and 200 stacked bullishly. This was essentially a tight day. Very, very encouraging action to see us not see any distribution come back into the markets, especially against this key 55.60 to 55.65 area. And taking this out would be a true character change, almost like a double bottom base in a way, except it's a more short-term pattern. Taking out that level right there. Qs, same thing. We actually closed just above this key 475 level. We have that 8 and 21 cross. Now we want to see the 8 and 21 bullishly aligned through the 50. The Dow, just strong action after reclaiming the 40,000 level, has exploded up so far, coming into this declining tops trend line. So maybe some tight days underneath and then a breakout would be really constructive. Something to note is even though the prices have rose in the Dow, the RS line has actually declined, which means it's underperforming the S&P 500. Mid-cap index stage an undercut reversal or reclaim of this 3,000 level, and now a tight day. RS line is lagging still, so it's definitely underperforming. Same with the Russell. RS line is severely lagging, like the mid caps, so it's still underperforming, but we did reclaim the 2135 level and back above the 8 and 21 EMAs, and those are starting to turn up. Look for that bullish alignment. VIX, this was some crazy action in the VIX the past 2 weeks. We saw the biggest 8-day crash in the VIX. We hit highs of almost 66, and now we've crashed all the way back down to this 14-15 level. And volatility clearly has died down in indexes and stocks because of this. Sorry about that. The dollar broke down from this bear flag and looking like the downtrend will continue. Gold breaks out to new all-time highs on huge volume. This was actionable today. Huge weekly close into all-time highs as well. Gold miners followed suit, breaking this downtrend line. This looks really strong. Huge volume came in on this breakout. SLV starting to stage this undercut and rally setup. still have declining 50-day above though, and still much supply on the left side. IBIT Bitcoin staged the UNR and starting to form a pivot here, but still below declining 21 and 50-day moving average. Bonds continue their strength. Huge move up here, pull back, and now just surfing the moving averages. And same with TLT. Yields inverse to bonds. Saw some mean reversion, but now just riding the exponential moving average downward, breaking this flag. And same with the 10-year as well. So now onto the tail of the tape. Markets today, we are in an uptrend. All 5 stochastics of the indexes are up now. NASDAQ RSI actually turned up recently too. We saw sentiment with the VIX come down. Fear, we're still in fear actually at 35. AAII, I talked about this yesterday on the video, and then NAM dropped as well. We're operating under the bull case right now after regaining the 21 EMA. Today we had consumer sentiment news, which came in stronger than expected, which continues to reinforce that perhaps the recessionary fears were exaggerated and the market is receiving the recent strong economic data well. The key levels coming in today was S&P versus 5565, NASDAQ were Qs versus 475, which we actually closed above. On the S&P, we closed just below, so we want to see us take that out. We're day 4 up now, 6 days above the 8 EMA, 4 days above the 21 EMA. Expectations are positive. So some strong sectors today: gold, Bitcoin and miners, silver, regional banks, gold miners, and RK. And then what was weak, bond yields came down, and uranium stocks. All we did today was add Uber, so that brought our beta up to around 1.13, just a little bit above the S&P 500. And we continue, and this should not be Thursday keys, this should be next week keys, and we will continue to look out for the 5565 level on the S&P, 475 in the NASDAQ, and we want to continue to see setups in leaders. Bottom line, it was a rest day against key levels. Now back to the charts. We'll just quickly go over top 5 names in our 21 over 21 list in terms of price percent change on the day. Then we'll go over the bottom 5. So first one is Palantir, continues to follow through nicely after we broke above this 30 level. New 52-week highs with the earnings line trending up. This looks great, 97 RS rating. ALNY. Yesterday, we broke below the 8 EMA, but today we reclaimed it. If this could put in the tight inside day, this will definitely be very attractive. Newmont gold miner, following gold, closed above 50. CRS, U-turning after this gap. Physical Sprott, physical gold, just like GLD, made a new all-time high, as well as the weekly chart. Ferrari race continues to follow through on this breakout. No shortage in people buying Ferraris. Clearly, that's what the chart shows, as well as their earnings. On the downside, we have Shake Shack breaking out this cup with handle. Totally normal day, even though it's down today. Eli Lilly appears to be starting to build out a handle after this nice move up on earnings. This is completely normal action. You get something like this, that would be a great look. DoorDash, just an inside day, even though it's down, nothing to worry about here. There's no abnormal action. We did fill this gap recently, so we probably do need some back and fill to get rid of this wedging action and build out a handle in the space, whether it's here in the middle third or we come to the upper third of the base. Melody was one of the strongest names that came out before the markets. It broke out as the markets were bottoming, and this continues to act well. So far, finding some resistance at 2000, but a very tight inside day. And then the 5th name, Now, tight inside day. Just great action in this name. Definitely a slower one, but as Connor's talked about on various podcasts, It's just a model book template stock in terms of canceling. Has the annual earnings growth, acceleration, 35% return on equity, clear fund ownership, clear trend in its quarterly earnings. And yeah, this one looks fantastic. So pretty much this was a really strong week, followed by last week's reversal of some key areas, and we're following through now. Alex talked about the precedents he looked at in the historical charts and cycles. We wouldn't be surprised at this point to see us quickly move into those new high territory. But again, the S&P against that 55-65 bearish engulfing high, and same with the NASDAQ, are key areas. We do not want to see distribution come back into the markets in the very near term, or else that could really signal that maybe this current rally could be coming to an end. And then we want to see more setups come into the markets and leaders, and see breakouts continue to work and follow through. Current breakouts, we want to see pull back constructively into key moving averages, and then see some tennis ball action to new highs. So, yep, that's going to wrap it for this Friday video. As always, we'd like to hear from you. My email is ted@Revere Asset. Hold on, let me bring up this page. My email is ted@revereasset.com. Twitter is TedHZhang. You can also email Dan and Don at revereasset.com, or you can contact us in the old-fashioned way. Our phone is 855-REAL-WEALTH. That is 855-732-5932. Our website is revereasset.com, and our YouTube channel is Revere Asset. If you're interested in becoming a client, please reach out, and we would love to hear from you. We do free portfolio reviews, so if you have any questions about your portfolio, we would love to take a look and give you some comments. With that said, I'll wrap up the last video of this week. Today is Friday, August 16th. Now it's 4:33. This is Ted Zhang with Revere Asset Management, telling it like it is. Thank you for listening, and have a great weekend. And we'll see you. Actually, for this weekend video, Connor and I are traveling, so we won't be doing a weekend video, but we'll definitely be returning to those the following week. Thank you.